everyone, welcome to Homorazzi. Tommy's looking very tan today.
Oh my god.
Oh, can we talk about this? Yeah. Our makeup artist just informed us that she used a dark foundation, a level 4, that she's never used before.
Whatever, it's good tan.
Tell them what you told me.
What did I tell you?
You want to take it
oh,
to
that I want to go to a 5. I want to go to a 5.
4 or 6.
No, a 6 is like, I'm gonna have to change races. Like I'm gonna.
Your driver's license needs to be updated at that point.
Maybe in the summer.
Maybe in the summer. You know what's funny is I'm actually paler in the summer than I am in the winter.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Tell me how that works.
It's because I actually tan in the winter.
Because you're indoors planning on the Pride event.
I look at myself in a mirror in the winter, and if I'm like, if I see my veins under my eyes, I'm like, it's time to go tanning, and then I just go.
Okay, powder. It doesn't get that bad for you. You're fine.
Yeah.
Is there anything going on with you lately?
No, I'm taking a lot of spin class.
Okay.
Are you?
Which is fun. Have you ever done it?
No, you guys clocked me walking down the street.
Oh,
on
that was the first day that we
yes.
actually went.
I was. What was it? A walk of shame.
It was a walk of shame, but you looked fine.
I was not a walk of shame.
How did you get into it?
Well, we were. I was just on Facebook, and this article came up about this place called Ride Cycle Club in Vancouver, and I was reading about it, and it's actually really cool. It's you go in and they turn off the lights like completely, and it's only by candlelight, and it's a small class of like 30 to 35 people, and the music is so loud. It's like essentially like a nightclub, and someone's yelling at you to like spin, and it's so good.
I think I would kind of like that.
It's so good. You
no
would
one
love
can
it.
see you. I would like the privacy of doing that under that light.
Like even though and there's different areas, so. There's 4 of us that always go, and we always take like a corner where there's only 4 bikes, and like we're the all-stars. It's so good.
That's cute.
It's really fun.
That's cute. You do it with friends. So
yeah, we do it with
all
friends, and it's super challenging, and when you're done, you're like, done. So it's great.
What about you, Adam?
No, actually, drinking. So yeah, no, I was in Seattle
we do
last
that
weekend.
too.
We do that. I was in Seattle visiting some friends, and someone's sister had bought this gift certificate, so we did a tasting tour. And it's one of those, like, you meet this actor who's not working, so he's doing this instead, guy, who takes you on like this very gregarious of like 4 restaurants that you would never been to. So it's for people who live there and for people who don't. I'm like lifers, these people that I went with, they had no idea where these places were. They're like hidden, they're little secret places. Really cool. You go to get a full drink at every one, and you get like one like large item that they sell there as a food bar kind of establishment.
Sure.
So we got like drunk, we had amazing food, the actor out of work was hilarious.
Yeah.
The other people, we just let them do ourselves. Some people, like my group's not that nice, so we weren't like making new friends, but we just had a ton of fun. And it was cool, like tourist in your own town kind of thing.
So do they give you like a history of the restaurant
and
or where
say
you're going?
Where it's from, why the architecture looks this way, an interesting fact
That's
about why
cool.
it came up. And they were like good points, like how a crack whore broke in here one time and now we do this. Like not boring like in 1922, this brick represented.
Yeah.
So it was a really neat thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, my update, I had something sort of sad, very sad happen that coupled with something positive. So I actually went to Lloydminster, Alberta for the first time ever, which is a small town in Alberta.
And no one's ever been to it.
You know, and you guys know my whole story where I found out I was adopted a couple years ago.
Were you adopted?
Anyway,
Brings
so
it
I had
up to every person we meet.
No, so I had only met my birth mother up until this point, and hadn't met my 2 half-brothers and my half-sister. But unfortunately, one of my half-brothers passed away on New Year's Eve, and so I was invited to go to the funeral if I was comfortable to do so, and so I did. I just kind of felt like I didn't want to miss out on meeting anybody else. With just obviously there's no guarantees, right?
Yeah.
So I went and come to learn that I have like 30 cousins and a whole bunch of aunts and uncles, which was the positive side of the story because they were so welcoming, so kind. I just felt like I'd known them forever. And a couple of my cousins were actually watching Homorazzi, so they were secretly sort of spying on me, and they liked the show, and so shout out to them. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. Spying on Pat.
No, they thought you guys are hilarious. They thought you guys are hilarious. Wow. So. All right, well, let's move on to some gossip now. We're going to focus on some award shows. We had the Golden Globes already, and now we've had the Oscar nominations.
The Golden Globes happened. We're just going to skim real quick because they happened so long ago. Amy and Tina were great.
They were.
George Clooney is really handsome, but his wife is everything. And that's about it.
She looked a little mindless sitting there.
No, she looked bored sitting there with all
honestly.
these f***ing idiots around her. Do you know what I mean? I mean, who won? Like
Jeffrey Tambor.
Yeah, Transparent won
Oh yeah,
twice,
that's the big
so.
one. Yeah, so Jeffrey Tambor won for that, and then what's his name? Kevin Spacey won. He had a great speech. Michael Keaton won. Ooh, Michael Keaton's speech was.
Oh,
really
that was really good.
It was really good.
Matt Bomer as well for.
Oh yeah, it was a really gay / trans Golden Globes, which was great. So now we're gonna move on to the Oscar nominations. And I was really wrong about American Sniper.
What?
But it's not getting recognized anywhere else.
Calm down, Screechy. You basically threw your mug at me when I said, like, oh, this could be his Oscar.
Yeah.
Oscar pick?
No, it's not. No,
He wasn't in the Golden Globes. He wasn't in the SAG Awards. He wasn't in the. And that's what you were. I wrote you up, and I sent you an article. You're like, I've been waiting on this.
I know. But I mean, just real quick about American Sniper, like made a load of money.
Oh my God.
Like $110 million or something ridiculous like that. And 6 nominations. Birdman got a lot of nominations, which to me is kind of surprising.
I remember a few episodes ago we were talking about Cake with Jennifer Aniston, and you thought that was going to be her. Yeah, that was a big
People
snub.
were disappointed
People
with that
were
too.
pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
I mean, it's Julianne Moore who won, and it's supposed to be a great performance too, so you can't get too upset.
No, but like you just want Jennifer Aniston.
It was her one and only chance.
It was the only chance she's ever gonna get, and like, oh, you just feel so bad for her, like because she is like the scorned lover.
Calm down. Then you look at her with her slit up till Tuesday, and she looked gorgeous on stage.
She did, but you just want her to like get something. Like she's still not married, and she still doesn't have those.
No
kids,
man, no trophy.
And she's still like not getting. Anyway.
All right. Well, that's all we have for gossip. When we come back, we're going to move on to music. Welcome back. We're moving on to music now, and the first video we're going to check out is from Sia. It's called Elastic Heart, and it stars Shia LaBeouf and Maddie Ziegler. Check it out.
So this is Maddie, who was also in Chandelier, who is in
Dance Moms,
which
who,
I love.
like, I mean, good for her.
Wow.
Like, she got a job,
Like,
honey.
I don't know what it is.
She was also on SNL for the same type of performance.
Yes,
as well.
she was on the Sia performance for this on SNL recently. I mean, I want to go first. I f***ing loved this video. I thought it was so well done. It was artistic and not a gross douchey way. The dancing was amazing. It was contemporary. It had nothing to do with the artist putting herself out there. It was contained. I hate Shia LaBeouf. I have trashed him on this show, but he is, first of all, gorgeous. Holy shit. He is built and scruffed up in the perfect way.
Yeah.
He is like dancing in a limited way in this, but like his performance is unbelievable. Like, I'll let you guys go to, but I loved it.
I love this video. There were some things about how people thought it was really like
a lot of things.
Like a lot of, but it was like pedophile.
And it's
and
just like, grow up.
Well, and I'm just like, first of all, Maddie had all the power in this performance, right?
Well, she was asked about it, and she said, "I am like that." Basically, they were werewolves. That was the concept, and she was the one that was getting stronger, and so that was what they were doing. And you're right; it's like an artistic thing, and you don't just look at it surfacey like old guy, young guy.
I didn't look at it at all as like old guy, young girl whatsoever. Like it was great, and Shia LaBeouf is so hot.
I can't believe we're saying this.
Oh no, I've always thought he was super hot. Like,
Transformers 1, how sexy
no, but
was
like
he in
after
that?
that, like when he got really douchey.
But I also love that he did something outside of the box like this as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what he does. He did the whole like bag, and he's trying to get more like art.
Arty farty.
And that's who he is. But holy crap, this was so good. And the performance on SNL was very well done. It was a different dancer, but like I really don't like music videos.
And her videos are good. Like she's clearly staying within, her theme, and it's working for her. So I like
of not being in it whatsoever.
Well,
like even on SNL, her face was completely covered.
using the same people and using the same kind of
and
idea.
dance to tell a story, and it's just the set is just a set. There's nothing over the top. It's not fucking Gwen Stefani with
a treadmill,
emoticons and treadmills.
Got it.
All right, the next video we're going to check out is from Maroon 5. It's Sugar. So the whole idea with this was that he was crashing these weddings, and that was going viral, and they got a lot of hits and a lot of sales from that. But we've come to learn
it's 100%
it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. As you're watching it, you're kind of like, how can this be such good quality if it's just surprise?
There's a million questions.
Like it's just where do all of these amazing, like these weddings can't afford these cameras. And if they can't afford them, how did like these 7 cameras get put into this place? And also those stages are in the middle of the dance floor. How are they not seeing these people walk up?
Are people just letting this happen at their wedding?
Oh
like,
my God, I know. Like,
and these people are like models. All of them are
Yeah, no,
gorgeous.
they've actually gone through by Googling people and they found out that they're actors. And
The Asian parents
yeah.
actually went on and were on their Facebook and were like, we were the 2 Asian parents and this was totally fake. And then they deleted the post because they got busted.
Yeah, threat of lawsuit. It was
Yeah.
so, it's just, don't be so
It was
douchey.
so
if you
obvious
just cut
that it
off
was
the
fake.
start where he's all like, what we're gonna do today is like, just don't say anything. Just do it. Make it look like that's what
Yeah.
you're doing. Don't promote it that way.
Because
It's such a lie.
And then when I came to the realization that it was fake and was okay with it, I actually kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like I totally got misty-eyed. I love a wedding.
It's
and I love
clever
a
because
surprise.
I mean, people are talking about the fact that this sort of mini controversy is what actually made their sales go.
They knew that. They knew
better.
it was going to be cool because people believed it,
kinda
or it was
brilliant.
going to get busted and people were going to follow it
talk
anyway.
about it,
So,
yeah, and see what it's about.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get misty over this because it bothers me that they were even trying to do it. The song was fine. The expressions on the
Song
people
is-
were
I
adorable.
know, and like I'm like, those are really good actors.
But they're acting!
But they're
Yes,
good actors.
they
so,
were.
I mean, whatever. I don't like it for the gimmick that they tried to do, but I do like it for what it is. Like if they had just done it and said it and didn't say it was them crashing weddings, it probably would have been totally different. But then it probably would have only gotten 500,000
They knew what
views.
they were
Yeah.
I will say the funniest part is that like some of those older agents like weren't having it and they're just like, I don't know who this person
know
is.
this
It was so, and I'm like, they threw that in, I'm sure it's a little tongue in cheek,
Yeah.
which
You're
was
gonna
funny.
pretend that you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right, well, let's move on to movies now. The first movie we're gonna check out is called The Boy Next Door.
What's going on?
Gonna lose my job, my son, my life. What do you think is gonna happen here?
I'm never letting you go.
Stay away from me and stay away from my son.
I can't do that, Claire. I live next door.
Do you want to take a cookie for the road?
I love your mother's cookies.
I'm seeing this opening night.
You
yes!
love your
I'm
J-Lo.
seeing this the week after.
Oh my God.
I love this trailer. This trailer is everything to me.
You've got to be kidding me.
No!
It's like House at the End of the Corner, trash,
No.
thriller.
I know, but
No,
you
this
know
is-
what? I like. First of all, I like that it's a young hot guy instead
Okay.
of a young hot girl.
Sure.
I love Jennifer
Oh,
Lopez.
you do?
Like, I love.
I love her
Jennifer
in this
Lopez.
genre too. Like she did that Enough.
Enough,
Yeah.
which was
amazing.
Okay.
fierce. Like
Yeah.
when she was doing the fighting and living. Anyways, I'm so into this movie. I think this looks so good. I cannot wait for this.
And
to
you
come
know that
out.
I like this genre anyway.
Yes,
to
I
begin
know
with.
you like thriller.
Like, let
that's
me-
not too bloody. That's,
Like when they post someone posted this on the blog, and I was like, Boy Next Door. Jennifer Lopez was like, great, it's another lovey movie. And then like I was watching the
Oh,
trailer.
like a Geely.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my god. And then
Yeah.
it took a turn, and I was like, into it.
Turned in a tank. You know where this movie is going
so
from.
good.
It's Swim fan for 2015.
Love it. I love it.
I
think
love
it's
your
gonna be
mom's
great.
cookies.
Oh God.
I know, and it was so dirty.
It's so trashy.
Yeah.
I think I heard that there's some like crazy sex scene, like really elaborate,
Oh, I
like
can't
really
wait to see
carnal.
this.
So, oh my God, I will not. You too can
I'm
watch this
like, I
and
can't
tell me
wait
it's
to see
trash.
it.
It's gonna be bad.
All right, let's move on to our last film. It's called The Loft.
No messy hotel bills. No questionable credit card activity.
I don't know, I'm not like that.
Accepting a key to the loft means you accept the rules to the loft. Tell nobody.
Have fun.
What the hell happened? This can't be real. Do you know who she is? Of course not.
You gotta call the cops.
Thinking about our wife.
There's a dead woman here, Vincent.
So I want to see this film just for the guys in it alone.
God.
Totally. It's got three. Like it's got one of my favorite. First of all,
James Marsden.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then Wentworth Miller, who
Yeah.
I really want to sleep
yeah.
with. I think I've decided. And
He's better now.
And he's in Vancouver filming The Flash. So
Oh, I didn't know he was on that as well.
Are you
Wentworth Miller?
He's like the
he's
gay
like
villain.
no, he's not the gay villain. He's like the
gay guy who's
main
the
villain,
villain.
and he's a gay guy
Yeah.
in real life. But anyways,
I'm not watching it.
I've decided I want to sleep with him. That's like my life goal.
I'm sure he's watching.
Yeah.
So
And the third one, Carl Urban, who I love.
Who's he?
He's the older one.
No. Is he the one who was like on X-Files a million years ago?
I don't know. He's on
Okay.
Star Trek.
Oh, I'll take it.
He's the new Star Trek. He's the dad of whatever. Or no,
Wait,
he's
the
the
dad?
doctor. He's the doctor, right?
Oh, yeah.
The doctor.
I think he's an
I
X-Files.
kind of
Anyways.
like the premise of the film too, because you think when you're first watching the trailer that it's going to be one of the guys that just killed one of the girls, but it seems like they're all being, you know.
It's, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that really old movie with Michael Douglas, The Game.
Yeah.
It reminds me so much
Sure.
of that. So they get the keys to this loft, and they use this loft instead of like getting receipts so their wives don't see them.
Classy.
Well, it's so skanky, but
Yeah.
I mean, it looks kind of good.
The loft looks gorgeous. I just want to watch it for the architecture alone. Just outside of that building, it's a hot. I wonder if it's real. I want to go to that loft.
Yeah.
All right, that's all we have for movies. When we come back, we're going to move on to TV. Welcome back. We're moving on to TV now, and we're going to talk about a new show on Fox called Empire that we were going to talk about. Actually, we did talk about it last time. It ended up getting cut. But
Why
now
did it get cut, Patrick?
it went a little left field.
And we like ripped it to shreds.
Okay.
I liked it.
Because of how the trailer made it seem.
Yes.
I want to blame the trailer on this.
Should we watch the trailer?
Yes.
Put your heart and guts into this company.
Which makes me the most qualified to run the company, Dad.
You never picked me anyway. Way too much homophobia in the black community.
Your sexuality, that's a choice, sir.
You know he's gonna leave it all to Akeem, don't you?
You need to get your act together.
I'm working on new stuff now, you know that.
You ain't worked a day in your life, and you know that.
I've been living like a dog for 17 years, and now I want what's mine. You forgot about me the second you divorced me in there. It was my $400,000 that started this, and I want half my company back.
So the main storyline is Daddy is sick and he's gonna die, and he's got this record company and 3 sons, and they're gonna fight
They make
over
the
who
joke.
takes
It's
it.
King Lear is what
Yeah,
it is. He has
yeah.
to choose between his 3 kids.
But the real storyline is about the gay son, the middle son, who's like arguably the most talented, but he's gay, and it's the whole homophobia in the black community. It's so good.
I hate how much I hate the main dad. Like, the dad is such an asshole in this.
But I like that because
I
his
know.
generation,
Yeah,
he
and
is
it's
gonna
more
be
real.
like that. He's not good just because he owns this record label and he's like super famous. He's not gonna be okay with his son being gay.
It bothers me that he's someone who's so huge and important that he isn't okay with it. I know he's not real, but I'm getting mad like he's a real person.
But that's the point.
And it's realistic. I know. It just bothers me.
It's
I'm
way
like, I want
more
to strangle
realistic.
him.
Like, this to me is way more realistic than if he was like, I love you, son. You know what I mean? Like, it's way more realistic.
Well, now I want him to die. Is basically what I'm saying about this thing. I want Cookie to take over. Love her
Cookie
gay
is
son.
life. Give her every award. She's so
I'm getting you that shirt.
good.
Cookie gives me life.
No,
I'm getting it for
and like
Halloween.
her outfits, like she's just like a little behind on
She's
the
a little bougie
times,
with, like, the
and like
fur.
super skanky dress. Like, I'm obsessed with her. Like, I want to be Cookie for Halloween.
You will.
I want
You're
this
halfway with the
tan.
color.
Okay,
No, yeah.
okay, well, let's move on to the next show that also has a lot of gay content, and that is Looking, which is now back for season 2, and let's take a look.
When will I know if it's working? Trust me, you'll know, buddy.
You're good about Richie now, right?
Are you seeing anyone?
Are you?
It's complicated. You tell someone what happened, and then suddenly it's all over San Francisco. I really don't want that to happen.
You're his dirty little secret.
Augustine made a new friend.
Hey! Hey there!
So, are you single?
Only recently.
You're slowly returning to the world of the living. Ever so slowly.
So, I remember last year when we were talking about it when the first season came out, and you refused to watch it because you don't like to watch gay shows because you feel like they're unrealistic or they don't do it justice. So, have you watched last season, and are you watching this season?
I have watched the first episode of this season.
Okay.
And I don't care for it. For me, first of all, that Dom guy is fucking hot as balls. He was in Seattle last 2 weekends ago, and I missed out.
That's Oliver Spencer from Sex and the City.
Well, I'm Oliver Spencer, so I hope he's watching along with what's your guys'
Wentworth
face.
Miller.
Yeah, so that's happening.
Yeah.
2, I feel like they push the dark side. Like, I watched this first episode. They're all doing drugs. They're having sex in the forest. They're cheating on people.
But you haven't.
This is like maybe what I do on a weekend. I don't think that's a large part of the
But that's realistic. That's what you do, and I'm your friend, and that's what I'd be doing.
It is realistic for me. I don't think it's a good section of what gay people are like.
I think it's that's probably the majority.
Seen gay people, yes. I think you're gonna. I just don't.
Yeah,
think
but they're
that's
not all like that. The main character is not like that at all.
Okay,
And that was
well,
the first
I don't
time.
know.
And then you got to flip it. Like, how entertaining are like non-seen gay people? No offense. But do you know, like for a television show, if you want drama,
with Tommy and the kids.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like if you want something to show on TV that's going to be entertaining, it's not going to be, you know, Tim and Joe going to the grocery store.
But I don't know that it's organic
home.
what happens to them. It seems like it's like they're pushing stuff to happen every episode. Like someone has to be cheating, someone has to be doing heroin for the first time.
The cheating thing has been going on for a while. So I think you have to watch the first season and sort of see like how that develps. And
I will give you the acting part. Like it didn't seem forced. It didn't seem fake. The fact that Damien's on this, I'm not exactly loving. I mean, he was so great.
This is the first time he's
acted. Because it looks like that.
It's true. He's not that strong in it so far. But,
okay. Is the main guy not the guy who was dropping in this and sleeping with like the guy in the forest?
Jonathan Groff, yes.
He's the normal guy who's the non-scene guy.
He's the guy who's looking.
Well, you remember? You remember in part of the episode
in the forest.
But listen, you remember in part of the episode where he says like that he's good and the other guy's bad, and he's like, well, I haven't been so good lately, and that's because this is sort of a changing storyline for him.
Okay. I'll get drunk and try it. Oh God.
They're only 20 minutes, and there's only an episode.
If it's not too much effort.
You know what? It's not, Patrick. I'll do this for you, Dom.
All right, let's move on to our last show of the day. It is a Canadian show on CBC. It's called Schitt's Creek.
You have a couple of sweets.
No,
this guy.
This is a motel, so we cater more to off-road truckers and drunk teenagers.
This place is a dump. It's a dump. You know what? It's a hellhole.
This wine is awful. Give me another glass.
God, we haven't been close.
I don't want to be just written off as some gorgeous airhead, you know?
This is my town, and you're gonna play by my rules now.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Or am I?
We need to take a moment and talk about Dan Levy for a second.
Can you talk about how cute he is?
Remove those glasses.
Of course, this
and
is
he is such a babe.
That's so your type.
That is
so your type.
Do you remember him from MTV shows?
Yes,
okay,
and I was like, he was really cute, but like, take off those glasses? I feel like it's like that really cliche teen movie where you take off the glasses, you take down the...
You were gorgeous the entire time.
So I was mesmerized by him. He's stunning.
Is he gay in this?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I only saw the one trailer.
I don't know.
Well, he's like, Dad, I have something to tell you. I'm like, what is this? Well, maybe he's coming out as like, I like poor people or some ridiculous
No,
twist.
he's super,
I know you
super cute.
I could spot that a mile away from you.
If I were to have a type, that would be it.
Okay. So, but I was going to say, like, CBC does not do original programming
No,
like
and not only that, but like the production value, like the it looks really expensive.
And these are like some of our best actors that we have that are, you know.
our only best actors, you know. So the other one's defected to the States.
I think it's such a great push for Canada doing Canada stuff and making it actually funny, not just calling it in.
I really do, actually. I'm going to spend the time.
Yeah, I've set up my series recording. I'm going to give this one a shot.
Yeah, 100%.
Good luck to them.
All right, we're moving on to gay news now, but we're going to talk about a show that was on TLC called My Husband's Not Gay. It was just a special, so it's not a series, but I don't know if you guys watched it or not.
Do we have a trailer from it?
Yes, let's take a look.
I'm attracted to my wife, for sure, and I'm definitely attracted to men, too.
He's a good-looking guy, for sure.
Well, I'm interested in men. I'm just not interested in men.
That's clear.
So are they gay or not? I get a little defensive when somebody calls my husband gay.
The whole act is against the teachings of the gospel. I don't think people understand this.
You're attracted to men, but you're going on a date with a girl?
I want to marry a woman, but I don't know how to work out these feelings. I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm attracted to men.
I mean, I really wanted to see this.
Do you? First of all,
I completely missed it.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone is so offended by it.
Yeah.
I think it looks like the funniest thing to ever have been made.
Yeah, I mean...
what was it like? You've seen it.
It was just like mind-blowing. Like, you're just like, really? But you know what? These people do exist.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the people that are so mad about like, how could TLC put this on, but TLC does this stuff all the time. But I just feel like if this is reality TV and this is happening, then put the camera up and let's just see what's happening.
And
but
is it really as awful as people made it seem?
Yeah, so they...
yeah.
Like, it's just, they don't consider themselves, they don't consider themselves gay.
They're attracted to men.
Yeah.
And
they want to be with women.
But they're married to a woman.
They call themselves, they say that they have SSA, so they have same-sex attraction, but they're not gay because they don't act on it. So they've made their own definition of what that is. But then when the guys, and so they all hang out together, and then the guys, they'll check out guys together and they'll rate them on 1 to 4, like 4 being like, I need restraint, and 1's being like, oh yeah, I'll look back at that kind of thing. Like, it's...
I want to ask you a question. Before I give my comment on this, what is your opinion of these guys then? As like...
It's ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think... they're just denying that they're gay.
How do I get in so much trouble for calling out this bisexual stuff and like bisexuality is real and you can't go out these people and you're saying that
this
these
is
people
completely
are fake.
different than bisexuality. This is what they're saying in the show is that they're choosing not to be gay. They know they're gay, but they're calling it SSA.
They're choosing not to
They're just choosing not to act on it because they want to have a marriage and they want to have kids.
Okay, first of all, the Learning Channel. Congratulations for just bringing out something amazing again.
This show looks to me like riveting. I really wish I saw it.
Well, here's the next thing. It's like a Mama June thing. Like, nobody wants to believe these people exist.
But
Nobody wants, but they do.
And
so
they're there.
put them on a show, see that they are, and here's my point. Use them as a jumping point for conversation. They're insane, call religion out of control. Mormonism, are you kidding me? The only thing I will give is that, like, there are kids who are Mormon in that town who think like, okay, great, then this is what I have and I should do this now.
Yeah,
and there are more than a couple
But the thing is they were going to do that with or without this show. I don't think this show is going to change what they wanted to do in the future. I really don't.
I think people will point to it in the Mormon community being like, hey.
I actually think if anything, this show is more detrimental to those people who, like to those kids who are going to do that because now people know what to look. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's, if anything, it's done at a disservice rather than like promoting
Well, and anything, it's also sort of highlighted the fact that it is the way you're born. It's not like a choice, right? So they're basically saying, I was born this way, but I'm choosing not to do it. So it's like kind of,
weirdly they accept that part of our argument.
And like also, but like who are they trying to kid?
Seriously.
Oh, I know.
Some of those guys.
Some of those eyebrows.
Yeah. And he's like the straighter one of them all.
Well, and that's it. Like you're not kidding anyone.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn, I really wish I saw
Their wives
that.
and 7 Mormon viewers in Utah, but
but imagine being the wife. Imagine being like the. Oh my God, he's doing me, but he is not attracted to me at all.
2 years, they're all getting divorced.
Weird.
Calm down.
All right, well, that's all we have for today's show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Still have nothing. Bye.
Oh yeah, your new slogan.
I don't know. I don't know what to do yet.
Maybe anything should be the chest you're
My
showing
chest
off
to
in
the
this
roof?
episode. Anything further, fan mail
Fine.
to Tommy Buttonup at otv.ca.
I love my
Wentworth
chest.
Miller, check it out.
Yeah. I'm kind of like.
Who am I going for?
Listen, I'm casting a broader net.
Who's my guy? Oh, Dom. Yeah,
Damn.
wanna check out my
First of all, you have to watch the show.
I watched an episode.